Alright, going to change the lower unit gear lube on this 8 horsepower outboard. Just need a drain pan, some rags, and your gear lube. I got this at Walmart a few years ago. They had all this on clearance, so I bought quite a few. This isn't going to take much, so you can use these little ones. If you have a bigger lower unit or outdrive, you can use the quart size, and you get the pump and pump it in from there. The biggest tip I give you is get a good fitting screwdriver, because you don't want to mess up these heads on these screws. You want to get one that fits in there real good. You're not going to mar it all up. And something with some torque behind it, because sometimes these are stuck on there pretty good. So first thing you're going to want to do is identify your fill and your oil level and vent. So this is your drain and your fill. So let's make sure you can get your oil level and vent open first before you drain your oil. I already pre-loosened this. It was on there pretty good. So I'm going to take this out. There's going to be a gasket behind it. Which you can replace if you need to. This one looks like it's in pretty good shape. Make sure you get that little gasket there with it. Then we're going to take our drain out. Looks like the gasket, oh, there it is. I was going to say that gasket looked like it was going to stay up in there. Hopefully you don't get any surprises like water. Let's see what we got here. It's a messy job, so I put a rug underneath there. It actually looks pretty good. Good. I'm glad to see this. No surprises. It's nice and clean. Looks like it was done recently, or regularly at least. Nice color. Make sure you get your gasket on this one too. Now we're just gonna let that drain out real good. Alright, so that's pretty much all drained out. Cut our tip off here. Like so. And we're just going to shove this in there. Push it in until you get oil coming out of your level there. Your oil level hole. And once we get that, comes a little tricky part. So I don't think it's going to take, it's probably going to take one of these. I'm just going to keep pushing this in. Watch your oil level. Oh, alright, maybe it's going to take more than one. Try to switch it out real fast here. Like that. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now what we want to do, we want to keep holding this in. Alright, put our oil level screw back in, which acts as a vent. So with this in, it's not going to leak out as bad when we try to get our drain plug back in. That started. You can get some help around this time, that'd be good. Extra person definitely helps. All right, here we go. Alright, we'll just get these good and tight. And then just do your cleanup. That's it, there's not much to it. As long as everything goes smoothly like today. You drain this out and it has you know, water in it. It's all milky looking. And you got a seal problem here, most likely. I'm surprised this took more than one, but that's cool. Glad I had it here. So another tip I have for you is you really need a good screwdriver that fits these screws well, because especially over the years people booger them up or whatever. They don't use a good fitting screwdriver, and sometimes it's a real problem getting these out. So get one that fits real good, has a nice tip on it. We'll use this screw for example, but it's not the proper screw. Sometimes if you need to, you have a good square shank screwdriver like this, just use your crescent wrench and have one person hold, put pressure against the screw, and you turn it, wrench it off. Sometimes you need to do that, because you can't get one of those screws out and you turn it. It's a whole nother ordeal. I had a 79 Evinrude 115 and we had a hell of a time getting that screw out, but we did it. I think we actually had to grind the screwdriver and get it to get a real good fit, and we'd use the the crescent wrench technique, and we got it off, luckily. But this one went real smooth, and that's the gist of it. They're all pretty much the same. Even these small outboards, the big ones. This one happens to be a 8 horsepower Mariner. That is made by Yamaha. Got a few other videos on this little motor and this boat and a little restoration that we did, so go check those out if you want to.